This is Troop 345, Emergency Preparedness, the EPrep Merit Badge course video number 2. And in this video we're going to focus on pages 1 and 2, and we're going to start out with page 2 and talk about the three different the three different aspects of preparedness and emergency that you might find yourself in. You certainly may find yourself in an emergency as an individual, where you are personally responding. You often will find yourself in a situation with your family, whether that is the family is in an emergency or they're victimized by a disaster. But most times these emergencies will occur with your family. We're going to talk about how you can prevent things from happening in your family and how you can be prepared so that your family can respond effectively to them. The third aspect where you may find yourself in an emergency is in the community. That might be you're out in the community by yourself or with your family and something happens and you need to respond. Or it might be that there's a disaster that happens in the community and your troop is mobilized to help, like what happened down in Katrina, where there was a hurricane, and after the hurricane, people, troops, Boy Scout troops were famously mobilized to help with the community in those situations. What we're going to focus on more today, which is actually page 1 of your workbook, are the 4 aspects of any emergency, any kind of disaster that are important to that disaster and how you respond. The first part is being prepared. And as a Boy Scout, you're all experts at this. This is part of the Boy Scout motto, or the Boy Scout motto, being prepared, is really mostly about being individually prepared physically, mentally, and morally. Physically, obviously, having the physical skill to be able to respond. Mentally, meaning that you know that you're going to be the one to act. Something happens, you're going to respond. If it's going to be, it's up to me. That's that having the courage and the strength, the sense of calm, that you're going to be able to be a leader in this situation, be resourceful. You're going to go out and serve and help, but you're going to take care of yourself and make sure that you're safe while you're involved in this emergency. That's all a part of preparation. The third part is being morally prepared. What that means mostly is that you've already decided that in an emergency or a disaster, you're not going to just be looking out for yourself, but you're going to be looking out for other family members. You're going to be looking out for other people in the community that might be involved in that. You're going to be a leader to help direct other people to get the job done, to help either save people or make sure that they're safe after the emergency. Another aspect to individual preparedness is having a kit or having things ready so that you actually can respond. And a good example for me is, as an emergency medicine physician, I have certain skills, like you have first aid skills, but if I'm in a situation and I don't have some of the tools that I know how to use, then I can't do as much. So wherever I go, where I might be in a situation that involves an emergency where there's going to be other people or going on vacation or traveling, I carry my doctor bag that has lots of things in it that I can use. In my car, I have a mask and gloves, but I have a breathing mask so that I can breathe for other people, and if there's blood that exchange, I'm safe. And twice I've been able to help save people because I've had this mask, gloves, flashlight things in my car. So we will talk about having kits to be prepared with, and then the next one is to respond. And this is what we all think about, is emergency responsiveness. You go out and you do first aid. You take care of injured people. You help to evacuate. You call for help. You maybe direct rescue people if you're in a remote area. So respond is something that you already know some things about. We're going to learn more techniques in response. The third part is recover. Recover is very important because there are many times where you might not actually be involved in the emergency, like a hurricane. You're going to stay in and take care of yourself and your family during the hurricane, but then afterwards you might mobilize, or your troop might mobilize to go out and help people who are either stranded, they're in danger. You might help in the recovery by getting water to people, sanitation issues, shelter, helping to clear areas. So the recovery part is the after part, where there's many things that need to be done to help keep people safe and move everything forward out of danger. The fourth aspect of this is a word you might not be familiar with. It's called mitigation. Mitigation means to make something less significant. So any kind of emergency or disaster, it certainly has the potential for injury and danger, but then especially in that period right after it, you might help prevent further injury or secondary injuries. An example might be if it's a tornado or an ice storm and people are wet or stranded, you're helping people get warm or dry so they don't get hypothermic. Another example is if there's a car accident that may be caused by ice. There's people inside that need response because they need first aid, but there's also maybe other cars that are coming down that could be spinning out on this ice. So you need to help mitigate the situation by you or directing someone else to go and have the cars slow down, go around the scene so that there isn't further injury. As we go through further training in emergencies and disasters, and we work towards our disaster event, we're going to talk about each one of these. Every single emergency or disaster has all four of these components. Keep in mind that mitigation might also mean actually preventing an emergency from happening, where an example is if you have, let's say your family home has a big dead tree near it, and you know if there's a big windstorm or thunderstorm, that tree might fall down and crash on your tree. Mitigation might mean to get that tree out to prevent the actual emergency from happening. We're going to cover these frequently throughout the rest of the Merit Badge program.